Welcome to Ship Rhonda and T. Tonight we are reviewing Basketball Wives Season 10, Episode 2.
That's not the Button Skyfall channel.
It gets worse and worse every week.
Right, and to the point.
It does not.
All right, y'all. So we start off with the continuation of Brandy and Malaysia talking, child, where we left off last week. They arguing about whether or not Malaysia knew about Brandy's father and why she ain't reach out to him. They ended up just basically just agreeing that they just ain't cool no more. Okay.
Yeah, but we still don't know why. I don't understand why.
That's I'm like, we never get a real understanding of what happened between the two. You know what I'm saying? They're not like, what's going on that y'all just
did
can't
y'all have
say?
a fight? Did you what? Did somebody say something on Instagram or like the tweet? Like, what happened?
Yeah, it don't make sense. Child, she said Brandy is attacking her character. I'm like, y'all saying a whole lot of nothing at this point. And if y'all don't hurry up, y'all gonna make me turn this mess off. But now we with Brooke, okay? Brooke, she let us know she's married. She's getting ready to celebrate her 5-year anniversary. So she's at the little tattoo spot and she's about to get a nipple piercing. And she invites Brandy. Cause see, now her and Brandy then got cool. They trying to start their little friendship after they was meeting at the wedding. Okay.
Brooke, you waiting this long to get a nipple piercing? See, I'm just.
She got her nipple piercing. How old is Brooke?
That's what I'm saying.
Well, you know, that's not all. It's the timeline. Her stuff sitting up here. I don't know if they hers, but they sitting up there.
No, they're not.
Yeah.
I mean, they're hers for sure, but you know, she get into 40s. She wanna spice it up, do a little different, still feel like she's sexy. I mean, she bad. She a bad chick. Yeah, that's why I don't understand. I to each his own. I just feel like that's something I would have did before 40. Like you said, you perked up and tucked up and everything's nice. Why you want to pierce it?
She want to get her. She trying to get her little cute on for her husband now. She trying to do something to make her feel a little bit more spicier.
Or get her nipples all irritated because.
So she tells Brooke about this birthday party she got coming up. Everything was real choppy, y'all. So we just go from one scene to the next. So now we with Rockstar and Angel. Okay, they is on a double date with Duffy and her boyfriend Iman.
What an awkward date that was. Well, why y'all invite people over? I hate when people fight. Listen, if you're gonna invite me over, then play the game until I leave. Like, you know what I'm saying? What is we gonna sit up here making people uncomfortable for?
And they sit up there trying to have a cute little couple conversation. So what attracted you to Rockstar? And she like, I don't know.
Neither do we. Nobody could answer that question.
And they like, okay, she pregnant.
Full of Rockstar, and you don't know what attracted you.
She say, they like, okay, she pregnant. Maybe she feeling a little hormonal. She said they just got into it.
When you were pregnant, were you that hormonal?
Yeah.
That's why you get
a they had just got into it. She said he is not how he used to be. Well, she said she's not used to the way that he talks to her. He talks to her crazy, and she ain't used to all that. I'm like, he a whole asshole. Did you not watch Love and Hip Hop?
When did she discover that?
Right. You didn't know he was an asshole? I'm sure he didn't present himself as nothing different. Okay.
That's how we met him.
So now, and mind you, y'all, like I said, we just jumping scenes. Half of these scenes is about Duffy. I guess ain't nobody else got shit going on. So Duffy let us know that she learned how to DJ after her divorce. And she wanted a life change. So she actually learned by watching YouTube videos. She self-taught herself how to DJ. And since then, she's been traveling the world DJing for French Montana. And then COVID hit. Okay, and everything shut down. All the gigs was over. She should have did the whole DJing at home because it was some parties going on during COVID.
What's the name started that?
Here in Detroit. I'm saying here, I ain't in Detroit. Why I can't think of his name?
Dang, old school. I can't remember his name. It'll come to me though.
Okay, so she said since she went back and DJ'd at Jackie wedding, it made her want to get back into the groove and get back out there with French. Okay, Iman on the other hand wants her to stop DJing. Okay, she like no, because they need that money, but he want her to be this little stay-at-home mom.
Yeah, well, she wasn't black. She was a career woman when you met her. Now
that's exactly what I had. That's not who she was when she met you, sir. That's not what you ran into. Okay, I'm gonna need you to stop. I don't want to stereotype, but I'm going to just a little bit. It seems like men from that nationality,
like culture.
Usually, they want a woman to be at home. They want you to have the baby.
To some extent, they pick the mate for you. Like to some extent in that culture. I remember back when I was teaching, I had she was Indian. That was her, nationality, I guess, her race. And the girls it was a bunch of young girls, and they was like, and she was older. She was like close to 30, and a mother with children. And the girls were talking back and forth about my boyfriend this and my boyfriend that, and she just had this look on her face. And then she was like, "In my country, no boyfriend. You go straight to husband." Now, that's not to say that there's not love, because we base things on the way we do things here. But in their culture, that's just you grow up always knowing this is how it's gonna be. They're gonna pick your partner for you, and you build a family from that. So him saying he wanted her to stay home is kind of mild, actually, based on how how it really could be if he was really true to
And it's not uncommon that he hooked up with her, because I don't know about where y'all from, but around here they run all these little corner stores and they forever up to some black woman's face.
Probably from here though. You know what I'm saying?
But that's what I'm saying. The ones here in the corner stores, they forever trying to get them a black woman up here.
Sunset. Their parents are all from their country, and then they all the little shies with school in Beverly Hills.
Well, I'm just saying here in the neighborhood, they all work at all the corner stores, and they forever trying to get with a black woman. You know what I'm saying? Had these kids by these black women.
Yeah.
So it's not shocking that that's his personality, though. I don't even understand this. Zale was with Malaysia. She said that's one of her best friends. Zale just wanted to be on the show for a minute.
Wait a minute though. She also said Zale was one of Brandy's best friends. So Zale ain't tell you that Brandy's daddy died, Malaysia? You full of shit. Malaysia can't see the world outside of herself. Like even in that moment with Zale, I was like, I guess I'm supposed to be feeling sorry for her, but I feel like you just super selfish.
They talk about Jackie Party and Brandy and how different things are now, because before they were young and single, now they grown. Here's the thing, y'all was grown last time we seen y'all. Y'all weren't teenagers. Y'all both was going through
that, and the time before that, y'all been grown.
Yeah.
Maybe Duffy wasn't. Duffy was a little youngin'.
Right. And then she kept bringing up not getting child support and her being depressed. I'm like, why she keep bringing up this child support?
That has never been a thing. I've never heard her talk about child support.
Well, she didn't talk about it every episode so far. Child.
Well, the word on the curb is Malaysia don't have them kids. That's why she's not getting child support.
It don't seem like that Malaysia had them kids because she keep it's little stuff that she say that I'm like, what do you mean? You act like you well, we'll talk about it when we get there. But I was just like, that's
But see,
weird.
the thing. Why didn't she do like Marlo? Why did she do like Marlo when this shit started and buy herself a little house? And you talking about bringing your kids?
Because she changed her whole face, her body, her face. That's what she been out here spending her money on. Because I had been
now
saying,
basketball wives is standing on this last 4 legs. Because if they don't do something with this, I don't see it happening.
this is it. I don't even see why we even having this. This could have been a 2-hour, 1-hour special. Where are they now?
Where are they now?
Because that's all this show is. So we got Brooke, Duffy, Brandy, and British. They at the salon, child. All that makeup, they was getting their makeup. It was lines. It was tribal marks. Y'all do too much for me. If I gotta paint my face.
But this is the thing. What do they look like when they wash that off? Like a different
It gotta create craters and stuff in their face. It gotta look bad. Do you go to bed like that?
Me?
No, I'm just saying with them. I'm just saying, like, you can't go to bed with that makeup on, but you have a totally different face with your makeup and without your makeup.
That's what I'm saying. So then your people gonna be like, you don't look like when I wash my face, I look like me with no makeup on. They be making a whole nother face.
It's crazy.
Speaking of which, we was talking about Melanie's lips from Huntsville. I think she's overdrawing. I was looking at her lipstick and
that's what I was trying to figure out. Was it her lipsticks? And because Brandy, hers look like that. And in some scenes it was like that, in some scenes it wasn't. They're doing that on purpose so it look like they lips is bigger.
More fuller, yeah.
Child, okay. I ain't got no huge lips, but they do what they do.
Well, that's not a problem I've ever had. So sometimes, and when it's funny, because when I was growing up, I used to get teased for having big lips. Guess what, y'all?
So they talk about who's invited to the party, and they mentioned Malaysia, and Brandy was like, well, I really love her. And they look at her like, okay. Whatever. I don't know. Y'all clearly ain't been talking for a while, but you still love her, I guess, child. I don't know. It's weird.
Is it because Brandy still has her husband over there, as trash as he may be? Is it because Brandy and her husband are still together and Malaysia is over here talking about she wants child support, but she don't want to file for it?
Probably so. That probably got a lot to do with it. Well, she made it seem like Brandy's still out partying and she ain't. So maybe Malaysia ass is broke or low key. You know what I'm saying? And Brandy's still living good.
Because
she's hating.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, you can't tell me like you cannot be making money like Malaysia was making and don't make no type of when I think about like Orange County, Tamara Judd. Tamara started out with a regular house. Her and Eddie had that little condo. Then she bought something bigger. Like she used her check to build up. She didn't go out here like, you know what I'm saying? Like, what was you doing with the money?
Right.
Barlow got one season, one peach, and she's like, first thing I'm gonna do is build this house because I don't know how many more peaches I'm gonna get. Right.
I'm telling you what she did. She rebuilt her whole face, her body, her everything. She don't even look like the same Malaysia.
Because at the end of the day,
she got them teeth.
It's still gonna fall. It's gonna still fall off.
She went and got them horse teeth, like everything on her face. It's a mess.
Yeah, but now you're in your 40s or close to it, and the ballers are 12.
All right now. So Angel Brink, we at her salon, child.
She's another hot ass mess with all of that.
Girl, I told you I didn't know who she was. Y'all had to tell me. Child, was she up there making pieces for, for all the celebrities, because that's what she do. And she said her and a rock star, what had happened was they got up real close during COVID because they was locked up in the house together, and she was over there serving him at his beck and call and everything. Now that she out, he don't like it.
Well, I can relate
up there and get pregnant by that dude.
I can relate to that. Mine is the pregnant part.
He was an asshole in the house. You was just sitting up there loving it.
Yeah, he was always an asshole.
So we got British and Duffy. They having drinks, child. They talk about Brandy and Malaysia's toxic relationship. And as far as Buffy, now see, Duffy has been around Malaysia and Brandy since she was a teenager. So she didn't watch them being thick as thieves forever. You know what I'm saying?
I did not know that.
I didn't either.
Yeah.
And she said that she feel like Brandy rather be with Malaysia than with anybody else because she watched how they operate throughout the years. And she was like, they're going to end up friends again. And when they do, Brandy ain't going to have time for nobody else. And then she talked about Malaysia being jealous of Brandy and her relationship when they were cool. She didn't want Brandy hanging around with Duffy. And it kind of showed a flashback of Malaysia saying she didn't want Brandy around Duffy. Okay. And at that time, like you said, Duffy was a kid.
So they ain't friends like that no more. Duffy, don't worry about any of that. Like, just,
Yeah.
Go over there and handle your husband or man, whatever he is, and your baby.
Child.
Who's adorable, by the way.
The baby.
Yes.
Yeah, she's cute. So we have Brooke's birthday party. Y'all, the twins don't get to talk. They got them on the show, but they don't let them talk. Like we see them
funny, and they be in every scene, not saying nothing. That's hilarious.
Oh my goodness.
I would be so irritated. I wouldn't even tune in to watch that shit.
Oh my God.
Like they keep editing me out.
Because they had to say something. So everyone that showed up but Malaysia. Yep.
Well, if she gonna come to the party with that stank ass attitude that she had at the last party, then
please coming in late, mad, stomping.
She mad because she got to come with last year's fashions because she hasn't been able to procure any of this year's fashions. And all of those ladies up there have lots of money and they have the current season fashion, and they're going to be talking bad about her because her Gucci is not current; it's old. So we can't have that.
That's
so
why
she can hang out with Zell because Zell don't have a whole lot of money, so they be, on the same level.
All right now. Well, Brandy take up for her. She ain't there because maybe it was too intimate. Maybe she didn't want to sit next to me. They was like, girl, she ain't have to sit next to you. She could have sat right on the other end. Okay, this thing why she ain't here.
What does Brandy have to do with Brooke?
Right.
And are we getting paid to film?
Evidently. Well, child, Duffy once again, like, girl, I hear you, stand up for your best friend. And Brandy look over there and she gets irritated with her, but you keep defending her though, like every time,
After she pretty much was like, we good. I don't want to be friends with you.
She said that, and you still over there like, that's exactly what she said. She was like, I'm cool on you, and I'm cool on this, okay? Meanwhile, Angel get a call from Rockstar. Girl, he just start yelling at her in the phone, fussing, telling her to bring her ass home. And she jumped her ass up immediately, and she said she had to go, okay? Meanwhile, after that, they start eating raw oysters. Y'all ain't had no sauce or nothing to put on there. They were just eating
I've
it.
only done that once. It wasn't as horrible as I thought it was gonna be. You know what I mean? Because it wasn't really slimy, but I had Tabasco sauce and lemon.
They give you the stuff to put on it, right?
Yeah.
I had it one time. I'd rather have mine Rockefeller.
Just steam it or something.
Yeah.
I just need to heat it. But it wasn't like I thought it was gonna be slimy and nasty. And I was like, oh, okay, well.
But yeah, but I'm
it's so much like you don't taste anything except for the Tabasco and all of that stuff that you put on top of it.
Yeah, that's why it was nasty because they ain't had nothing to put on top of it.
Right.
And it was big. Start off small. And you supposed to just put it
Jackie,
down.
will you stop acting like you ain't had nothing slide down your throat?
So Brandy pulls Duffy to the side and she want her to stop with the whole that's my girlfriend or whatever, that's my best friend thing. And she like, well, quit defending her. You know what I'm saying? She was like, and I'm not doing it to be harmful. I'm trying to make light of the situation because I do know that you miss her. Okay. They make up whatever. Jackie called and she checked on Malaysia because she ain't go to the party. And she say she back in Atlanta with the kids and the dad, he's away on business. So she gonna bring them back to LA with her. And then she starts saying, I'm so scared. And child, I'm finna bring these 3 kids and a dog back with me in a 2-bedroom apartment. You scared? What do you mean you scared?
So how long have they been gone, Malaysia?
They live with their daddy. They live with their daddy. So you scared to be with your kids? You ain't used to having all your kids? Well, I'm so, even, you know, the last, when they first showed her and she was talking to them and she was like, oh my God, let me see you. Oh my God, you got so tall. I was like, well, when the last time you seen them? Malaysia don't be having them kids.
She don't, because it don't make sense.
None of that makes sense.
And the whole thing with like living so posh, like I still feel like you probably paying tons of money for this fly ass 2-bedroom apartment when you could just get a more modest house big enough for you and your kids. You can't keep up with Shawnee O'Neal and them. You ain't gonna be able to do that. But honestly, that would be a story. That would be a story. Tammy came on there and talked about being on food stamps and stuff, and we looked at Evelyn and them like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Why are y'all making fun of her for
right? And now look at Tammy.
Now, well,
now that was another
look
one
at her now,
who took her money and did the right damn thing with it. Okay, child.
And she found the right damn man, because ever since I saw Reggie come in that house on Real World and come try to find David Bass, I was like, oh yeah.
Child. And she hilarious. If y'all ain't watched that TV show she on with Miss Pat, man, that shit is the funniest.
I can't watch Miss Pat. I tried. I can't watch Miss Pat.
Oh my God, that was so funny. She was so hilarious on there.
But I mean, she doing her thing. In Malaysia, like you said, if you want to have a story, have a real story. You walking around here with a fake ass wig turned sideways down to your kneecaps, like, girl, where's you going?
She fake. She can't.
How much was that wig?
Enough to pay for
more than 1,000.
Yep. Could have been and had them kids over there. She don't know what she gonna do. She don't know how she gonna take care of these kids, and she only gonna have them so she can take them.
Does she really want to, or does she?
No,
really
she finna have them so she can take and then send them back with their daddy. That's what she gonna do. Duffy was with her friend Zoe. Zoe is a music executive, and they over there talking, and Iman come in with the baby, cute little baby. And she has a conversation and she tells Zoe, you know, he want me to quit, but I'm not ready to walk away. Because she worked hard to get to where she at. You know what I'm saying?
Walk away. So Iman, we gotta need to have a conversation.
Yeah. And Zoe tell her that she need to call and she need to explain what she thinking about to French. Okay. So she called him and he's like, he felt like you haven't even reached your potential yet, like you on your way. So
He's right about that.
you know,
He's 100% right about that.
you on the right track. You ain't there yet, you know, but if you quit, I mean, it's your life, I understand, but you can't come back. Like there is no coming back after you quit.
And this is the thing. Well, for him, because no, he's got to find somebody else to DJ for him. And you can't be like depending on somebody. That changes your whole set, your whole vibe, your whole everything.
Exactly.
Not only that, like time keeps moving on and you're a DJ in that life, you age out of that stuff. Because after a while, you will be turning into that person that's like, what the hell are these kids listening to? And I don't even know you.
Right.
You turn into that person.
Right. Everybody can't be spin. You know what I'm saying?
Spin is spinning for the same shit she was spinning for, though. She's not, you know what I'm saying? Because she, you know, she's an icon DJ. It's a few of them.
Exactly. That's something like everybody can't be spin.
Not everybody can do that.
So we back at Angel's house and Duffy. I told y'all every scene is Duffy. Ain't nobody else got shit going on. So Duffy is back over there checking on Angel because that shit was crazy and she got her ass up and ran up out that restaurant. Y'all ain't even tell us, y'all ain't even show us when she got home. We couldn't, they went at the cameras in the house when she ran up in there.
Rockstar say no.
Child.
Is she a hostage? Cause she looking real sad.
Baby, something ain't right out. Y'all should have snuck a camera on her lapel or something. Shoot. And so she's telling her, you know, how Iman feels and what French told her. And, you know, she's trying to weigh out what should she do, but she wants to explore other options to make money. That is your money maker. You good. Iman gonna have to understand.
You have to decide what's more important to you. And yeah, Iman is gonna have to understand that she was this when you met her.
Yeah.
She didn't come out the blue with something. And so if he loves you, then he gonna support what you're trying to do. Period.
Well,
he signed up to be on. He's okay with being on this TV show. I'm quite sure he's gonna be okay with her.
Exactly. So where's Rockstar? Rockstar ran his ass off to San Diego, okay, and they decide they gonna take some time apart, okay, and now she realized that he is not really father material. Well, duh. You think?
I want her to stop talking. Sorry about it. Moving on.
Well, that was it. That was the whole episode.
Girl.
So next week we just got more Brandy and Malaysia arguing. I'm like, if we just ain't cool, we just ain't cool. I don't even know why we even talking about it no more.
And if you don't want to tell me what happened, I don't give a shit. So,
Thank you.
Stupid.
Well, child, D, come on here. That is basketball's wife. It got to get better. It got to get better. Is my child in here? Did he leave the house? Day. He over here. He hear me. Go on and tell them how we gonna end this.
Smash that thumbs up button, subscribe to our channel.
Tell them we love you.
Love you. Mom.
Bye, y'all.
Cut the camera.